Hello everyone, this is Patricia in my very first video in English. So weird. Today I just wanted to show you this very simple video while I talk to you about what I want to do in the future of my YouTube channel. First of all, this video is just me using a simple leaf stamp. I don't know the name of the stamp or the company where it belongs. I remember I bought it like 15 years ago, and back then I never kept track of the companies. I just get the stamp, use it, and throw the package in. Bad habit. So if you know the name and brand, please leave a comment below so I can just write it down. What I did was just stamp the same stamp with different inks in several pieces of white cardstock. The inks that I use are yellow, red, and green, and these ones are from Hero Arts, but I don't think they sell them anymore. I don't know, to be honest. I made this video a very long time ago, and I just thought to show you that you can use things that you might have at home and make so many different backgrounds or cards with just minimum supplies. And as you see in the video, or as you will see in the video, I just add different details in each of the leaves to make different effects. And this video is just that. Easy, simple, not much to really learn, I guess. To be honest, I needed this very easy and simple video to get my fear of talking in English in a video. I am comfortable talking to people, but when I have to hear myself because I have to edit the video, it's just too weird. And in English, when I'm used to do it in Spanish. But I think that is what I need to do in order to be consistent with my business and to make videos more understandable to more people. If you just arrived to my channel for the first time, you might not know that I'm the owner of a business called Kinda Cute by Patricia Alvarez, which is me. I'm an illustrator, and I started the business when people were very interested in coloring my drawings. They were asking me, I would love to color that, or that would be so nice, why don't you do digital stamps? So it's been almost 3 years since I started selling clear and digital stamps, but after a while I realized that that's not the only thing I wanted to do. So now I'm designing all kind of invitations and products in my Sassel store too. So basically that is what I do regarding the business, but there are more things that I do that, I don't want to start on it. The previous videos that you'll find are either tutorials, all of them in Spanish, from any kind of crafts, and coloring videos. If you are really interested in watching any video that is a tutorial where I talk, you can click on the subtitles because I have them in English and Spanish. Well, what happened with my channel? Basically, I stopped making videos. I found out that it's just too time consuming, not to make the videos itself, but just to edit them. And I was very very perfectionist, I guess. But anyway, so at some point it was just too much work behind the scenes in order to upload the videos, and I had other things going on, and I was starting my business, and it was just too much. So I stopped doing that and basically doing coloring videos, which is just the coloring and then some music and not much editing. At some point I had to stop that too because I wasn't coloring anymore. I was just drawing and working in my business, so that coloring part even stopped. That's so sad. Anyway, so although now I am busy with lots of things, even more than before, I just want to have some time every month to dedicate to record, edit, and just work in this, because I feel more confident now than I was 3 or 4 years ago. And sometimes I wonder, what can I share that is not already out there? And I probably can't share anything new. I don't have the latest stamps, besides of mine, obviously. I don't have fancy inks or dyes or glues or machines. Let's say that my craft supply inventory is relatively small. So one thing that I can show you is how to make cards or other paper projects with minimum supplies. I have not many craft supplies, and they're probably very old or discontinued, or I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what these stamps come from, or even if the inks are already discontinued, but it's what I have. And how many times did we think, I'm not gonna buy anything else until I use everything I have? Well, if I have a yellow ink, I will use the yellow ink until I can't use it anymore because it's already dry. So yeah, I have a lot of old stuff. But I'm not going to lie. I'm an illustrator, so I really have a lot of coloring mediums like markers, pencils, watercolors, pastel, oil in different brands. And I might use one kind of pencils for one thing and another kind for another thing. That doesn't mean I like it more or less, it's just that I use what I have. And you can probably use what you have to make something similar. It doesn't have to be exactly what I have or the top brand of anything. Obviously, if you use good supplies, you will get better results. But just for learning or for making a quick card, it might not be just worth it. Another thing that I realized is that I wasn't making any more tutorials because they weren't perfect. And this is what I mean about perfect, because if you see my previous videos, you'll see that they are not perfect. In fact, I am quite embarrassed about them, as I will be about this one. But I was comfortable making them. I was recording them and talking and editing, and I was happy and enjoying the process. But after a while, I started watching other people's videos, and wow, that was amazing. There are some people out there that they show you what they can do in a very easy way, or at least it looks like it. Then you try it and it's not that easy, but it's perfect. The sound of their voices and the camera angle and the light and everything is just perfect. So I thought, wow, I cannot do that ever. I don't have that kind of view or how to put the camera or how to edit it. Sometimes the editing is what makes the difference between a good and a bad video. I'm not very good at editing either. So I thought I cannot do. I just recorded the video, I tried to edit it, and then, oh, this is just garbage. It's not worth it. How I'm gonna sew this? It's just very bad. So after a while, years later, actually, that very big while, I realized that I had to accept that I am not that in that level of craftiness, or I don't know how to call it, because I'm clumsy. I can never do that. When I craft, I make so many mistakes. I glue my fingers together. I crumble the papers without intent. I drop my glue on top of my colored image that I just probably colored for an hour. Or I stick my images in the table instead of the card base. And yes, that happened. It was very complicated to get the image out of the table. But I did it. So I actually have some videos that I recorded years ago where I tried to make a card, and it's an absolutely disaster. I never published them. From the beginning to the end, it was a problem after a problem. So one day I started to think that it was a little silly to have something and not share it. If people doesn't like it, they can just not watch it. I suppose there's always mean people, or, but what can I do? But maybe if I share it, you might find something to learn, or at least to give you a smile, or just thinking, oh, I do that too. So that's basically my plan. I will try to record things and see what happens, and then show you what happened, but at the same time with no many supplies, because I don't have them. So I don't know how often I'll be able to do this kind of videos, but I'll try to at least have fun when I do, and hopefully entertain you for a while. Thank you so much for listening to me and my rambling, and if you think you'd like to see what I want to share, please subscribe so you don't miss it when I do. And if you don't think that you would like it, that's okay. I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt. But I don't know what is gonna happen. It might be fun. It might not be fun. But at least I will do something that I think I will enjoy. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope next video will be soon.